Hello everyone and welcome to my B&B trending news. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button, and this gives this video a thumbs up. After the truth comes out about John Finnegan's history with Poppy Nozawa and the love child they made, you can guarantee Steffy will need someone to lean on. Liam makes perfect sense as the person Steffy will ultimately open up to. Between their history together and the fact that Liam is Kelly Spencer's father, Steffy is always going to feel tied to him. That friendship may get even deeper as Finn's announcement breaks up Steffy's marriage for the umpteenth time. Although Finn had no idea he was Luna's bio dad, he clearly knew he slept with Poppy. Steffy may ask why Finn didn't do the math long before now and seek a paternity test from the very beginning. Perhaps Steffy will feel like if Finn had come open about his one-night affair with Poppy sooner, then all the upheaval Luna caused could have been prevented. Regardless, Steffy may be angered about Finn pretending like everything was normal with Aunt Poppy when he went to bed with her all those years ago. Of course, Steffy will also have to deal with Finn having a criminal daughter who tried to wipe her off the map. It's only going to add to the anguish Steffy had to face when Sheila Sharp entered Finn's life. After Finn's paternity bombshell hits hard, Steffy will likely unload all her frustration and wonder if Finn is still the man for her. Liam may take this chance to share those 4 words we mentioned. I never trusted Finn. Will Liam play up all the danger and troubles Finn's brought into Steffy's world? Will Liam seize this chance to gain Steffy's love back for himself? The bold and the beautiful spoilers claim Steffy may make some grim predictions about her marriage after she gets details on this Luna surprise, so stay tuned. The bold and the beautiful recap. Tuesday, February 11th, 2025 has finally arrived. In today's episode, John Finnegan refuses to maintain Penelope Poppy Nozawa's secret. Luna Nozawa talks about Finn with Bill Spencer. Plus, Steffy Forrester Finnegan busts her parents making out. Steffy Forrester Finnegan's afterglow. Finn stands shirtless in the bedroom contemplating his talk with Poppy. Steffy startles Finn and brings him back to reality. Steffy thinks last night was great. Make sure to check out our next week B&B spoilers here. Steffy adds the good doctor was tossing and turning all night. Steffy wants to hear what it is but has to get to Forrester Creations. They'll chat tonight. Steffy picks up her luggage and goes, leaving a shirtless Finn alone. At Eric Forrester's estate, Ridge Forrester and Taylor Hayes smooch. Taylor doesn't have any patience today. Taylor knows it's hard for Ridge not to go to the office. Ridge brings up finding their own home to reside. Taylor likes that concept. Ridge apologizes for Brooke Logan's actions last night. Taylor is confident in Ridge and their love. Steffy walks in to witness her parents frantically making out on the couch. Steffy gushes about Ridge and Taylor. Taylor asks about the anniversary night. Steffy smiles and says it was amazing. The trio chat about Sin's history. Steffy recalls Luna taking her hostage and Finn saving her. Poppy is freaking out at Il Giardino. Poppy tries calling Finn at the office, but he's not there yet. Poppy doesn't leave a message. Deacon Sharp brings Poppy a coffee refill. Deacon thinks Poppy had a difficult night and suspects it's about Luna. Deacon apologizes. Deacon knows Poppy loves Luna, despite what she's done. Deacon brings up Tom Starr and Paul Hollister. Hollis, W. Chambers, who were dear friends of his. Poppy apologizes. Deacon can't pass judgment considering his past as well as Sheila Carter Sharp's. Deacon adds that if Luna had known her father, maybe things would have turned out differently. Poppy stares at the images on the restaurant wall. Deacon starts narrating stories about his dead pals. Deacon brings up Tom's positive attributes and how Luna would have realized that if Poppy hadn't kept them apart all those years. Deacon stares down. Poppy tries to assure Deacon and says, "He was your friend?" Deacon counters that Tom was also Luna's dad. Poppy suddenly rushes off. The bold and the beautiful recap indicates that Finn is currently at work. Poppy barges through the door and asks if Steffy knows about Luna yet. Finn says Luna wasn't at the prison. "Where is our daughter?" Finn asks. Poppy doesn't know. Finn doesn't believe her. Finn suspects Poppy is in cahoots with the prison officials to keep Luna from him. Poppy insists she doesn't know where Luna is. Finn thinks Poppy isn't concerned by that. Poppy is, but says she can't get a straight response from the prison. Poppy is more interested in knowing why Finn was going to visit Luna. Poppy constantly imploring Finn to maintain their secret. Poppy keeps stating she hid the secret to protect Finn. Poppy is, but says she can't get a straight response from the prison. Poppy is more interested in knowing why Finn was going to visit Luna. Poppy constantly imploring Finn to maintain their secret. Poppy keeps stating she hid the secret to protect Finn. The doctor brings up Poppy playing God and making decisions for him. Finn argues Poppy was his aunt and is older and should have realized it was wrong. Finn says that his aunt should have protected him. Finn insists that he is going to tell Steffy the truth. Steffy texts Finn a love message as Poppy freaks out in the background. Luna flips through a magazine. Bill Spencer goes in and sees Luna, pouting. Luna asks about Bill's intense phone call earlier. It was from the prison. Luna had 2 visitation attempts. The visitors were Poppy and Finn. Luna expected her mother to visit but is startled about Finn. Bill asks about Finn, so Luna brings up the quarrel between Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, and Poppy. Luna also highlights the age difference. Bill outlines the co-parenting situation between Steffy, Finn, and Liam Spencer. Luna starts to bring up a visit with Finn, but Bill stops her. Luna conceals her sadness by saying Finn probably only wanted to see her rot behind bars for what she did to Steffy. Luna feels enormous regret about injuring Steffy. Bill counsels Luna through her feelings. Luna still wishes Finn could view her with new eyes. In Finn's office, he was in denial over Luna Nozawa's paternity news. So he did another DNA test and got the same result. Once Finn was satisfied Luna was actually his daughter, he wanted to get Poppy on the phone. At Il Giardino, Lee Finnegan asked why Poppy wanted to meet with her, so Poppy said Luna was gone. After Poppy described how the jail officials would only tell her Luna was still incarcerated, she refused down Lee's invitation to grill them next. Lee remained remorseful about the past, but Poppy looked guilty as Finn called her up and summoned her for another ASAP meeting. In Finn's office, Poppy highlighted the necessity of him putting all his questions to rest. However, Finn hauled out the paternity test findings and challenged Poppy about her lying since he was definitely Luna's father. At the Spencer estate, Luna relished her luxurious lifestyle as she relaxed on the sofa in soft slippers and ate chocolates. When Luna accidentally found an old Tom Star flyer in a book, she refused to believe he was her bio dad. In the design office at Forrester Creations, Zende Forrester Dominguez interrupted Hope Logan and Steffy Forrester's tense discussion. There was some talk about how crucial Zende was at Forrester before Hope took off. Zende informed Steffy that he had faith in her plan to take back control of the corporation, but he wished he had some details. Steffy didn't give Zende any major updates on Tuesday's B&B episode, but she did claim Hope and Carter wouldn't smell it coming until it was too late. Meanwhile, Daphne refused to tell Carter why she showed up on Forrester Creations' doorstep, as she wasn't the type of woman to explain herself. After Daphne shifted gears and urged Carter to select between the two fragrances she was delivering, he sniffed one side of her neck and then the other. Carter once again looked intoxicated by Daphne as he leaned in close. When Hope entered and noticed the cozy moment, she questioned what was going on. Carter pulled back uneasily and indicated that he was attempting to choose between the smells for the launch. The bold and the beautiful spoilers suggest Carter will avoid raising too many red flags for now, but will bring you more predictions on any jealousy that might erupt for Hope down the line. In Finn's office, he was in denial over Luna Nozawa's paternity news, so he did another DNA test and got the same result. Once Finn was satisfied Luna was actually his daughter, he wanted to get Poppy on the phone. At Il Giardino, Lee Finnegan asked why Poppy wanted to meet with her, so Poppy said Luna was gone. After Poppy described how the jail officials would only tell her Luna was still incarcerated, she refused down Lee's invitation to grill them next. Lee remained remorseful about the past, but Poppy looked guilty as Finn called her up and summoned her for another ASAP meeting. In Finn's office, Poppy highlighted the necessity of him putting all his questions to rest. However, Finn hauled out the paternity test findings and challenged Poppy about her lying, since he was definitely Luna's father. At the Spencer estate, Luna relished her luxurious lifestyle as she relaxed on the sofa in soft slippers and ate chocolates. When Luna accidentally found an old Tom Star flyer in a book, she refused to believe he was her bio dad. In the design office at Forrester Creations, Zende Forrester Dominguez interrupted Hope Logan and Steffy Forrester's tense discussion. After the truth comes out about John Finn Finnegan's history with Poppy Nozawa and the love child they secretly conceived, Steffy Forrester's world is shattered once again. It's not the first time her marriage has been put to the test, but this betrayal feels different. Finn's past with Poppy and the chaos their daughter Luna has brought into their lives is a storm Steffy never saw coming, and it's one she may not be able to weather. As the weight of the revelation crashes down on her, Steffy will need someone to lean on. Liam Spencer, her ex-husband, and the father of her daughter Kelly, becomes the natural choice. Their history, their co-parenting bond, and the lingering connection between them make Liam a comforting presence in a time of turmoil. Steffy feels tied to Liam in ways she can't fully explain, even to herself, and those ties may begin to tighten as Finn's confession threatens to unravel her world. Finn's admission that he once slept with Poppy and is in fact Luna's biological father stirs up a whirlwind of emotions. Although Finn insists he had no idea about Luna's existence until now, Steffy can't help but question his judgment. Why didn't he put the pieces together sooner? Why didn't he suspect that his one-night stand with Poppy could have resulted in a child? The more Steffy thinks about it, the angrier she becomes. If Finn had been honest about his past with Poppy from the beginning, perhaps all the pain and chaos caused by Luna's arrival could have been avoided. Steffy's anger grows as she remembers how Finn treated Aunt Poppy like just another family friend, never hinting at the deeper connection they shared. The deception cuts deep, leaving Steffy wondering what else Finn might be hiding. Adding to her anguish is the fact that Luna, the daughter Finn never knew he had, turned out to be a dangerous presence in their lives. Luna's actions, her attempts, to harm Steffy and her role in the ongoing drama, make it nearly impossible for Steffy to see her as anything but a threat. The situation dredges up painful memories of Sheila Sharp, Finn's biological mother, and the havoc she wreaked on their lives. Just when Steffy thought she and Finn had overcome the shadow Sheila cast over their family, another bombshell explodes. The pattern is exhausting, and Steffy starts to wonder if she can ever truly have peace with Finn. Amid the chaos, Liam steps in as a steadying force. His words are like a lifeline to Steffy, reminding her that she's not alone. But Liam can't resist sharing his own doubts about Finn. "I never trusted Finn," Liam admits, his voice laced with concern. He reminds Steffy of all the danger Finn's connections have brought into her life, from Sheila's reign of terror to Luna's criminal behavior. Liam's words linger in Steffy's mind, feeding her growing doubts about her marriage. Finn, for his part, tries desperately to repair the damage. He pleads with Steffy to understand that he never meant to hurt her. He had no idea about Luna, and his relationship with Poppy was nothing more than a fleeting mistake. But Steffy struggles to reconcile the man she fell in love with, the man she believed was her rock, with the man standing before her now, a man whose past continues to haunt their present. As Steffy wrestles with her emotions, Liam becomes her confidant. Their conversations grow deeper, more intimate as they revisit their shared history. Liam reminds Steffy of the simpler times they shared before all the heartbreak and betrayal. He's careful not to push too hard, but the spark between them is undeniable. Steffy feels a pull toward Liam, a sense of safety and familiarity that contrasts sharply with the turmoil surrounding Finn. Steffy begins to make grim predictions about her marriage. Can she ever truly forgive Finn? Can she trust him again after this? The answers don't come easily, and the uncertainty eats away at her. Finn's revelation has shaken the foundation of their relationship, leaving Steffy to wonder if there's anything left to salvage. Meanwhile, Liam seizes the opportunity to be there for Steffy in every way she needs. He reassures her, supports her, and subtly reminds her of the life they once shared. His presence becomes a source of comfort and stability, and Steffy finds herself leaning on him more and more. The lines between friendship and something more begin to blur, leaving both Steffy and Liam to question what the future holds. As the days turn into weeks, Steffy faces a difficult decision. Does she fight for her marriage to Finn, despite the betrayal and the pain it's caused, or does she take a chance on a new beginning with Liam? The stakes are high, and Steffy knows that whatever choice she makes will have far-reaching consequences for everyone involved. The bold and the beautiful spoilers suggest that Steffy's journey is far from over. The fallout from Finn's paternity bombshell will continue to ripple through their lives, bringing new challenges, unexpected alliances. The Bold and the Beautiful recap Tuesday, February 11th, 2025, has finally arrived. In today's episode, John Finn Finnegan refuses to maintain Penelope Poppy Nozawa's secret. Luna Nozawa talks about Finn with Bill Spencer. Plus, Steffy Forrester Finnegan busts her parents making out. Steffy Forrester Finnegan's afterglow. Finn stands shirtless in the bedroom, his mind racing with the weight of his conversation with Poppy. He paces back and forth, his jaw tight, staring out the window as if searching for answers. The room is quiet except for the faint hum of the city outside. Steffy startles Finn out of his thoughts as she appears behind him, wrapping her arms around his waist. Her smile is radiant as she rests her chin on his shoulder, pulling him back into the moment. "You were a million miles away," Steffy teases, her voice soft and affectionate. She kisses his shoulder and tilts her head to look at him. "Was last night really that distracting?" Finn chuckles and shakes his head. Last night was perfect, he assures her, turning to face her fully. His smile falters slightly, but he quickly masks it. Just a lot on my mind this morning. Steffy notices the tension in his features. You were tossing and turning all night. What's going on? She asks, concern lacing her tone. Finn hesitates, brushing her cheek with his fingers. I promise we'll talk about it tonight. You've got a busy day ahead at Forrester Creations. Go take care of business and we'll figure it all out later. Steffy narrows her eyes but nods. She grabs her luggage and heads for the door, pausing to blow him a kiss. Don't overthink it, Finn. We'll handle whatever it is together. Finn watches her leave, his chest tightening. Once the door closes, he exhales deeply, the unresolved tension from his conversation with Poppy weighing heavier than ever. Ridge and Taylor's morning moment. At Eric Forrester's estate, Ridge Forrester and Taylor Hayes are lost in a tender moment. Ridge brushes a strand of hair from Taylor's face as they share a passionate kiss. The morning sun filters through the windows, casting a warm glow over the room. It's nice to have a day with no patience, Taylor says, her voice light and playful. She runs her fingers through Ridge's hair, her eyes sparkling. Ridge smiles but looks thoughtful. It's hard for me not to go into the office, but I've been thinking, maybe it's time we find our own place, our own home. Taylor's expression brightens. I'd like that. A fresh start, just us. Ridge's tone grows serious. I'm sorry about Brooke last night. She has a way of making things complicated. Taylor places a hand on his cheek. We've come too far to let Brooke come between us. I trust you, Ridge, and I trust what we have. Their moment is interrupted by Steffy walking in. She freezes, her eyes widening as she catches her parents in a heated embrace. Wow, didn't mean to interrupt, Steffy says, smirking. But it's nice to see you two so happy. Taylor and Ridge pull apart, slightly embarrassed but laughing it off. Steffy joins them, and the conversation turns to her anniversary night. It was amazing, Steffy says, her eyes glowing. Finn and I were stronger than ever. The trio reminisces about Steffy and Finn's history, recalling the dramatic moments when Luna took Steffy hostage and Finn came to her rescue. The mood is light, but Steffy can't shake the feeling that Finn's recent behavior is hiding something. Poppy's dilemma at Il Giardino. Poppy is visibly on edge. She stares at her phone, debating whether to call Finn again. Her fingers hover over the screen before she sets it down with a frustrated sigh. Deacon Sharp approaches with a coffee refill, his brow furrowed in concern. Rough night? He asks, sliding the cup toward her. Poppy nods, her gaze distant. It's about Luna, she admits quietly. Deacon's expression softens. You love her. No matter what she's done, she's still your daughter. Poppy's eyes well with tears. I thought keeping the truth from her was the right thing to do. I wanted to protect her, but now... She trails off, staring at the photos on the restaurant wall. Deacon leans in, his voice gentle. You're not the only one who's made mistakes, Poppy. Look at me. My past is full of them, but maybe it's time to stop running from it. Poppy's resolve seems to crumble. She abruptly stands, muttering a quick goodbye before rushing out the door. Finn's confrontation at the hospital. Finn's day is anything but ordinary. Poppy bursts into his office, her face pale and frantic. Does Steffy know about Luna yet? She demands. Finn's expression hardens. No. And Luna wasn't at the prison. Where is she? Poppy stammers, unable to provide a clear answer. Finn's frustration boils over. You've been hiding things for years, Poppy. Playing God with people's lives. You said it was to protect me, but all you've done is make things worse. In Finn's office, he was still reeling from the revelation that Luna Nozawa was his biological daughter. Despite his initial disbelief, the second DNA test confirmed the first. There was no room for doubt. Finn couldn't ignore the overwhelming evidence any longer. Luna was his daughter, and now he needed answers. Without hesitation, he picked up his phone and tried to contact Poppy. Meanwhile, at Il Giardino, Poppy sat across from Lee Finnegan, her face betraying an inner turmoil she couldn't quite suppress. Lee's gaze was steady as she asked Poppy why she had insisted on this meeting. Poppy's answer came in a hushed, almost defeated tone. Luna was missing. The words hung heavy in the air, each one more devastating than the last. Poppy recounted her futile attempts to get information from the prison officials. They had given her nothing but a vague assurance that Luna was still incarcerated, which did little to soothe her growing anxiety. Lee offered to accompany Poppy back to the prison to demand answers, but Poppy shook her head, refusing the offer. She knew she couldn't hide the guilt that was etched into her features. Lee, however, didn't press her further, sensing that there was more to the story than Poppy was willing to share. As the tension lingered, Finn's call came through, summoning Poppy to an urgent meeting. The weight of his tone left no room for hesitation, and Poppy's heart sank as she realized she could no longer avoid the confrontation that was coming. Back in Finn's office, Poppy arrived and steeled herself for what she knew would be a difficult conversation. Finn wasted no time cutting to the chase, presenting the results of the paternity test in front of her. His voice was a mix of anger and hurt, as he demanded an explanation for her deceit. Poppy tried to justify her actions, claiming she had only been trying to protect Luna, but Finn wasn't having it. Protect her from what? From me? He asked, his voice rising. I deserve to know the truth. Meanwhile, at the Spencer estate, Luna was enjoying the kind of luxury she had never experienced before. Reclining on the plush sofa in soft slippers and nibbling on gourmet chocolates, she let herself bask in the comfort of her new surroundings. But her peace was short-lived. While browsing through a stack of old books, she stumbled upon a flyer bearing the name Tom Starr. Luna's breath caught in her throat as she read the name, her mind racing with the implications. Could this man be her biological father? She quickly dismissed the idea, unwilling to let doubt creep into her newly found sense of identity. At Forrester Creations, tensions were high in the design office. Steffy Forrester and Hope Logan were locked in a heated discussion that Zende Forrester Dominguez couldn't help but interrupt. The atmosphere was thick with unspoken words as Zende tried to lighten the mood, but his attempt was only partially successful. The conversation shifted to Zende's role within Forrester Creations and how crucial he had become to the company's success. Hope left shortly after, leaving Zende and Steffy alone. Zende expressed his trust in Steffy's vision to reclaim control of the corporation, but his curiosity got the better of him. I just wish you'd let me in on the details, he said with a hopeful smile. Steffy's lips curled into a knowing grin. Don't worry, she said cryptically. Hope and Carter won't see it coming until it's too late. Her words sent a shiver down Zende's spine, though he couldn't quite decipher whether it was from excitement or unease. Elsewhere in the building, Carter Walton was caught off guard by an unexpected visit from Daphne. She appeared at Forrester, Creation's doorstep with an air of mystery, refusing to divulge the reason for her arrival. "I'm not the type to explain myself," she said, her tone light but firm. Carter couldn't hide his curiosity, but Daphne quickly redirected the conversation, pulling out 2 fragrances she had brought with her. "Which one do you prefer?" she asked, tilting her neck slightly to allow him to sample each scent. Carter leaned in, inhaling deeply as he tried to decide between the 2 fragrances. Daphne's proximity was intoxicating, and for a moment he seemed lost in the moment. Just as he leaned closer, the door swung open to reveal Hope, who froze at the sight before her. "What's going on here?" she demanded, her tone sharp. Carter pulled back quickly, his face flushing with embarrassment. "I was just helping Daphne choose a fragrance for the launch," he explained hastily. Hope's eyes narrowed, clearly skeptical but unwilling to push the issue further. As the day unfolded, tensions simmered beneath the surface, setting the stage for conflicts yet to come. The bold and the beautiful spoilers hint at brewing jealousy, corporate power plays, and secrets that refuse to stay buried. The twists and turns promise to keep everyone on edge as the drama continues to unfold. In Finn's office,